Manannan Song for Sean O'Connell. I fell asleep and dreamt I met Manannan MacLear, who stood outside his gable wall as I am standing here. He bade me Taras Jocafar, Mas Bralat Lig de Ski, as Aish le Scalti ta as far from Wintron na She. He spoke of how they altered their appearance to blend into the creatures of the clay, and when there'd been a sudden disappearance, the Fae had come to summon folk away. He talked about the horse that died from fright, when wolves whose breath was fire crossed the bay, of how the stricken girl came fully right, and why the wife had chased the bride away. Of Simon dancing still upon the boards, of men with breeches blacker than the night, of hounds that speckled white against the roads, and how the burning ember stayed alight. Of sheafree laughing there within the ditch, of whirlwinds whipping haycocks through the air, of all the folk who'd come to be bewitched, and how the woman came to be the hare. But there he stopped the tales of what he told me, and leaned across the armrest on his chair, and said, of what I've told I'll say this slowly, that none are more enchanted than the hare. He rose at once and went towards the kitchen, and came back with a cup of solid gold, and said about that star-encrusted vision, here lies the holy grail of the soul. And herein lies the secret to its curse, but so too is the key towards its cure, that falsities will bring it to its worst, for truth, and only truth, will it endure. So speak aloud 3 lies, and let us hear it. All men must be a slave, I thus replied, for money is a god and we should fear it, and folly is the principle of pride. The chalice split apart in tiny fragments, and scattered in its shards across the board. But then he laughed, and said of his enjoyment, now watch and see how soon that it's restored. The hares will pick their footing on the rushes, the land will always journey to the sea, but there amongst the rocks and in the bushes will be the old dominion of the she. The pieces rose and took their rightful places, as perfect and as precious as before, and shone out as the truth upon the faces of Manannan and I again once more. Let all who would seek answers in the sky, Lord, but none unto its questions be enslaved, and waking find the gods that live inside us, as I was born on Bolus, and let Bolus be my grave. The wind drew in from out across the west, and came with heavy-handed bands of rain, that brought a sudden end upon my rest, and took me to a wakened state again, where 2 hares upon the rushes were staring back at me, and I swear amongst those ancient stones I heard the sacred footsteps of the she.